them take this. You got buckle, I got LASIK, yeah. I see straight, yeah, hop on spaces, we get crazy, yeah. Screen J for J, straight from the town hall to the stages, yeah. Big old playlist, just 6 months and now it's ageless, yeah. Appreciation, it's the motto, it's the way, yeah. Conversations and alignment and Jason's, yeah. Compilations of the Doug and the amazements, yeah. Juke the nation, we united, we the greatest, yeah. Juke, 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 juke. Juke, 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 juke. Juke for some juke, that's exchanging truth for truth. Soup, partly soup, that's the way that we be moving, yeah. Juke, 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 juke. Juke, 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 juke. Juke for some juke, that's exchanging truth for truth. Soup, partly soup, that's the way that we be moving, yeah. Them take this, you got buckle, I got LASIK, yeah. I see straight, yeah, hop on spaces, we get crazy, yeah. Screen J for J, straight from the town hall to the stages, yeah. Big old playlist, just 6 months and now it's ageless, yeah. Appreciation, it's the motto, it's the way, yeah. Conversations and alignment and Jason's, yeah. Compilations of the Doug and the amazements, yeah. Juke the nation, we united, we the greatest, yeah. Juke, 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 juke. Juke, 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 juke. Juke for some juke, that's exchanging truth for truth. Soup, partly soup, that's the way that we be moving, yeah. Juke, 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 juke. Juke, 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 juke. Juke for some juke, that's exchanging truth for truth. Soup, partly soup, that's the way that we be moving, yeah.
Flat. Yes! Hello, everybody. Hello. There we go. We are live. Hello, hello, hello.
Oh my
everybody.
God.
How you feeling, man?
Good. I've got new merch. Check it out. Check it out.
Ooh. I think something is happening today. Yeah, let's close those doors, buddy, if we can, because we're going to get a little bit loud over here. Hopefully, everybody can hear me. Let me just make sure that my audio is good. Yeah, let's see how the chat's feeling. Chat's feeling good. Give me that merch. People are already asking for the merch.
Oh, too bad. This is mine.
Well, actually, technically, it's mine for the record. Maybe it's stolen from me before the call, but that's a whole. We'll get to that a little bit later on.
It's mine now.
All right, folks, we have a historic one, not just a big one. We have a historic call for y'all today. The J.U.P rally, Jupuary claims are live. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm just talking to my quants over here. They are telling me that the site is getting absolutely destroyed and throttled. Things will be slow. Don't worry, you'll be okay. Take a deep breath.
Your J.U.P is Safu. J.U.P is Safu.
J.U.P is Safu. You don't have to worry about that.
It's open for 3 months. Sit down, have some tea.
Yeah, have some tea and kind of vibe with us here on the J.U.P rally as we go through. So today we're going to go through everything that you need to know for the J.U.P rally. I've been cut off here. There we go. We're going to go through a few different things. But before we do, we just have to do this. We have to play the unofficial cadet theme song. Let's go. All right, I already see tons of questions flowing into the chat here. There we go. Tons of questions flowing into the chat. Don't worry, folks. We're going to cover all of them. We're not going anywhere. We are buckled up, ready to go together with you and the 30,000 people that are already watching. And I have a feeling a few more are going to join soon. We are going to go through everything you need to know about Jupuary 2025 if you don't already know. My name is Cash. My job title is cat herder, which my family does not believe to be a real job. They think that I am still unemployed. And I am joined by, of course, the Empress of the Jupiverse. She looks cool in a backwards hat.
Check out my intern cap. I have my intern cap on today.
Yeah, there you go. Intern cap, yeah. She was checking herself out right now in the video feed on her laptop, actually. And today we are going to go through a few different things. First, we're going to talk once more about the claims here for Jupuary 2025. Right now, the claims are live. The site is getting throttled. Solana's probably going to be a bit congested, so just give us a second while we talk you through it. Then we're going to go through all the FAQs that are out there. A lot of people asking, hey, what about the Jupiter mobile claim? What about being labeled as a Sybil? What is the appeals process like? What is the timeline like? We're going to answer all of those questions, I promise you, along with any questions that you guys have live in the chat. And then we have a very special edition, first time ever, the inaugural edition of May's Shill Corner, where she's just going to show some cat pics and feel good about it, I guess.
I left the copy. No CAs, just cats.
So,
just cats.
If you are excited right now, do me a favor, drop a little W in the chat. It's about to be very, very fun. A lot of things are about to happen. So let's start off by just reminding everybody what we're doing here. We are here to expand the Jupiverse. What is the Jupiverse, you might ask? It is, of course, composed of three components. First, Jupiter, the platform, where we're aggregating everything, working towards the GUM, the giant universal market. Then in the middle, we have, of course, the J.U.P token, arguably the star of the show right now, in many people's minds, which is helping to align everyone across the Jupiverse. And finally, we have the J.U.P. The J.U.P is the community that helps us grow everything. And to be honest, a lot of the attention right now going to $J.U.P to the token, but the real secret here is actually in the J.U.P. That's the real reason that we are doing all of this right now.
For you.
And for you, for all of you, and for Will. And OG and the other people that I see that just walked in. Yes, we are live right now. In fact.
Today.
So let's start off by talking a little bit about the design goals. Some of you have heard us say this before, but let me tell you, repetition never spoils the prayer. And what we're trying to do with Jupuary is actually very clear. May, do you want to talk about what we're trying to do?
Yeah, so like last year we had 1 million users in our airdrop, and this year we started from 10 million wallets. So it's like a huge
crazy
increase in numbers, and we had to work so hard to get it down to 2 million of our most qualified users, because we want you guys to come in, join us in governance, join us in decision making, and continue to grow the J.U.P. So getting our real and active users in for this airdrop is really one of our core design goals. And we had to do a lot of work to take out the symbols, take out transactions that were funky, and clean all of that up to get like the best for our real users.
Absolutely. And on top of that, the whole reason that we're even doing this airdrop, of course, is to expand the Jupiverse. When you say, May? What we have found here after the first inaugural Jupuary last year was a massive growth catalyst, not just for the Jupiter products, but also for the community itself. There are so many stories, and hopefully some people can put them in the chat and we can try to bring them up on stage here a little bit as well, of people who, maybe you casually use Jupiter. You're like, oh, this is a nice piece of tech. But it was once Jupuary hit, once they got this gift, this invitation to join the DAO, that they really started to deepen their engagement, deepen their understanding, and quite frankly, deepen their excitement. Our video has officially gone off for reasons that are not clear.
You're too good looking.
Why has the cam stopped here? Let's see. That's just me.
Look at that face.
Prado, any luck on this camera? What just happened? What does it say on the camera?
Webcam.
It's still in webcam mode. Just let's turn that off and on real quick while we come back. Yeah, the site is experiencing technical difficulties. My webcam is experiencing technical difficulties right now, apparently.
They decided that they needed to zoom in on your face.
Let's try to put this together here. Still no luck?
Unplug it.
Unplug it, plug it back in. There we go. Looks like my camera was unplugged, I'm being told here. Give us 1 second, folks, while we try to do this. Whoop.
Yeah.
And bring it back. Please.
Send us some good vibes in the chat.
There we go. Hey, all right. As if this day was not intense enough already. The webcam drop, it is not what we needed. It is always something, as Mr. Vapor is saying, and he is correct on that. So that is what we're trying to do right now, and I'm thrilled to announce officially, finally, the moment you have been waiting for. Jupuary 2025 claims are live. There is only
What?
May's got some singing talent. I didn't know about that.
You don't
May.
like my tune?
In fact, I loved it. Come to Cat Sample. May will be performing in the talent show. I've just decided right now, so you can hear her sing in real life as well. There's only one link for this place. Folks, stay safe. Whatever you do, do not click on random links on Twitter or in Discord or anywhere else. There's only one place to claim your tokens. That's jupuary.jup.ag. If you have any problems at all, go to Discord. Do not click on other random links saying file a support ticket here. Only in Discord is the right place to do all that.
Yeah.
So
I think like last year's Jupuary did a tremendous job in bootstrapping our community. And before last Jupuary, we didn't have things like the cadets. We didn't have like a lot of like the community and the work groups that you see today. So that was what last Jupuary did for us. Imagine where we're gonna go now with like a much more expanded community.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just exciting and crazy.
I think that when I think about 2024, I think about kind of laying the foundations, right? That's when the initial group kind of came in. And many of them are core. They've now started work groups. They've received grants. They're building. They're hosting regional meetups. Shout out to Duke and Cassie and all the other people doing that. Starting regional Twitter pages, pushing out content in localized languages. It's been incredible to see. And this Jupuary, I think, is really what's going to start to accelerate, right? This is where we go from having a strong foundation to having a strong everything as more people get invited in.
Time to take off.
Time to take off. And I'm going to tell you this right now. The community is excited. As you can see over here, a bunch of tweets from folks all around the Twitterverse saying just how excited they are about Jupiter, because Jupuary is really a time for us to come together and celebrate all the cool things that are happening at Jupiter. And more importantly, celebrate the future of finance, which I hate to break it to you, is going to be decentralized. Jupiter leading the way on that side.
Run by cats.
Run by cats. That part is not in my bingo card. But yeah, the cats are doing the Lord's work here. A few things to note as we continue to go into this, and maybe we can make this screen a little bit larger over here in the stream here. The first and very important thing, not you, somebody else.
I tried to help.
The first thing to note, don't rush. I can see a bunch of people saying in the chat right now that the site is not working or things are not happening right now. Don't worry. You have 3 months to claim. There is no rush. Right now, not only is our website just getting absolutely throttled, so it might be slow to load for some people, but also I am sure Solana is going to get a little bit congested because of the way that priority fee markets work on Solana, or where the fee markets work on Solana, excuse me. So if you try to claim when Solana is congested and your transaction does not go through, unfortunately, you will still end up paying the gas fees for that transaction. To be super clear here, we don't get those gas fees. Those go to the Solana network. So this is not a way that we are profiting in any way, shape, or form. But if you want to make sure that you don't pay any extra gas fees, just wait a little bit until things die down, and then you can claim. It's going to be no rush. Your allocation is going to be right there for the next 3 months. The second thing to note is around Sybils and bots. May, you want to talk to the people about Sybils and bots?
Yeah, if you're marked as a Sybil or a bot and you believe that we made a mistake, just hold on for a while. We will work on an appeal dashboard for you, and that will show up on your page, on your profile page. So you have a little section open up on your dashboard where you can tell us about, where you can fill in a form and submit it to us. So just hold on for a while. Do not open a ticket now because it will probably get lost in the chaos.
That's right.
Give us a week or so.
And in fact, if I'm not mistaken, the tickets are actually closed for the next 15 minutes or so, because we know that there's just going to be a massive rush in. But we've added in some FAQs. We're going to go over those FAQs on this call as well, so that you have everything that you need to know as you claim your tokens. The next thing to note, you will have to create a profile on jupuary.jup.ag. Anything that tells you can claim your tokens in any other fashion is lying to you. It is a scam. This is the only place you can go. You will need to use an email in order to do this. It can be your normal email. You can create a new email for right now. Just make sure, and this is critical, make sure that you can access that email later. We've already got a bunch of emails from people who use burners and now they're kind of locked out. And it's a whole headache and they're not going to get their allocation for a little bit. So make sure that you use an email that you have access to into the future to claim your Jup. And then finally, you'll need to claim each wallet individually. All right, so there's not a feature that will sweep all into one wallet. Connect all of your wallets in the profile. We're not going to do any funky math. It's not like it's going to affect your allocation. Allocations are done once per wallet, and then you have to claim once per wallet as well. Okay, hopefully that's clear. Any other things to note?
So like just hearing from the engineers now, and they're saying that we are getting throttled by our infra providers because of the high traffic. So
Name names, May. Who's throttling us?
he
Who
gave
are
me a
these
name
dogs
that
out
starts with
there?
a V. It's a 6-letter V word.
Vercel? It's a fun guessing game. I don't actually
Hold
know
on
it.
for a while, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, we will get names and we will take names.
Yes,
And-
people who are saying that it's not working for you, don't worry. Just give us a second. It will come back. There are, as we said, 2 million wallets that are eligible to claim right now.
2 million wallets, and there were 10 million that we started with. So there might be a lot more people coming in to check if
True.
they were eligible. So
True.
yeah.
Yeah, so you just have to wait a little bit, folks, until things die down. This is unfortunately out of our hands. This is just the way. No website was made to have 1 million hits inside of 1 minute. It's just a very difficult thing for anybody to do. Give us a little bit of your patience. My quant is here on the side. He will tell me the second that things are ready. Isn't that
Send
right?
some prayers, make some tea.
Okay. And shout out to everyone out there. So one of the most common questions we've already been getting is around, how do I get more Jupe? Oh, my allocation is too small. Oh, whatever. The allocations, as we've been saying now for weeks, are indeed not going to be like 2024. In 2025, we more than 10x the number of users, we more than 50x the volume, which is pretty wild to me. And as a result, we had to do a few different things. We had to set higher qualifying limits, right? We couldn't include everybody this year. We had to make sure that people were humans and not Sybils or bots or farmers or anything else like that. And some people are going to end up getting less this year than they got last year. This is a tough decision to have to make. May in particular, please drop a little pray for May in the chat down here, because she spent I don't know how many thousands of hours inside of spreadsheets and databases trying to figure out how we could give everybody something meaningful while ensuring that as many people as possible were able to feel included.
That said, I think like a lot of people told us that the criteria this year worked really well in getting rid of the noise. And when they looked at the real wallets that they're using actively, the wallets where they participated broadly across the Jupiter ecosystem, where they staked, tried out different products, and when someone does all of that, they look at their allocation and they go, actually, it's a pretty good it's a pretty good result for them this year.
Well.
So
I'll be very honest with you. I was a bit surprised by actually how positive the reaction was. I was ready for just like a full-on assault. But good things are, A, if you're using Jupiter and you care about Jupiter, then you probably are kind of mission aligned with us and kind of culturally aligned with the PPP spirit of helping to lift up others and grow the pie, where it's not just about you and your allocation. It is what is the best way for us to grow the Jupiverse as a whole and help spread that decentralized meta. With that said, there are, in fact, some ways that you can increase your Jupe allocation as well. So the first one, of course, is staking. We're going to talk more about staking in a little bit and why that is such a critical decision to make. There's also the good cats. May, do you want to talk about the good cats?
Yeah, so good cats applications can be found on your dashboard. So if you go to like the bottom section, there is a good cats button. Click on it, and if you have made like meaningful contributions to the Jupiter ecosystem, tell us about it. The cadet working group will be on the application and reviewing it for you after Cat Stumble. It will take a bit of time because like every one of you is unique. Your contributions are unique. There's no way we can kind of just look at it as a number. So we will have to take some time to review each of your applications manually and figure out how we can work out the good cats allocation for you. So give us some time. You'll be able to track the status on your dashboard.
Yeah. And we're talking weeks, not days here, folks. Do not expect this in the next few days, especially given that we have Cat Stumble this weekend. Cat Stumble! And so we cannot just kind of drop everything in order to fix this, but we are keeping track of all the good cats. They will receive an allocation as well. So if you've contributed some way, whether it's through mentoring people in the community, maybe you've been making content all around Jupiter, maybe you contributed code and have been creating open source tools like my guy Callum has, I know, and many others have, apply for good cats. That is where you can increase your allocation. And then finally, there's one last category, which is the carrots. The carrots. Cats love carrots.
According to Meow. We don't know if it's true.
Yeah.
He's a cat, so we trust him.
Yeah. He's on good authority. Cats love carrots. Here's the thing. The carrots is a separate pile. So 700 million Jupe was approved by the Jupiter DAO for this Jupuary. Roughly 500 million is going to be deployed or allocated today, where people can claim it. And that leaves about 200 million on the other side for carrots, which are ongoing programs, initiatives to encourage people to claim and stake their Jupe, to use Jupiter products, and much more. So if you want to increase your Jupe allocation, I definitely encourage you to stake it. Definitely encourage you to keep an eye out on some of these carrots and the programs that we're going to roll out over there.
Yeah, and watch your inbox. Like when the carrots announcements is ready, we will reach out to you and let you know how you can qualify.
Yeah. People are saying in the chat, website down. The website is not down, according to my quant. And you don't want to argue with my quant, all right? He knows what he's talking about. But we are actually being throttled not by Web3 providers, but by Web2 providers. So some of the infra that we use for the website, I guess, is just struggling to handle the load. We're doing our best to bring it back on. What are you laughing at, bro? Get your mind out of the gutter. A man can't misspeak in front of 70,000 people, or how many do we have on here? The camera has been disconnected again because of Prado's.
You just like scolded him. Turned it off.
Yes. Let's see, Prado, if you could bring that back, that would be great.
Do not scold your cameraman.
Yeah, that's what we're really learning over here right now.
Try again.
Let's see. All right, I'm going to try my phone camera and see if that works. So May, we'll have to get a little bit closer together. Yeah, Prado can get that up and running a little bit. Yeah, we'll get that camera, get that going. So with all that said, that's how you can get more Jupe. Before we actually talk and answer all of the questions that you just have, again, the website is working. It's just slow for a lot of people right now. Be patient. I want to talk a little bit about why you should stake. Staking is critical in the Jupiverse, right? As just one example, this very Jupuary was fundamentally structured not by the team, but rather by the community, by the tens of thousands of pieces of verified feedback from stakers.
More than 12,000.
More than 12,000.
Yeah, I think in the last proposal, more than 12,000 of you gave us feedback on how, and you told us like how you would like to see this Jupuary. So that's pretty amazing.
Stakers in Jupiter, I can't say other things about other people's governance protocols, but what I can tell you for sure is that in Jupiter, your voice actually matters. There was not only a vote around this Jupuary, which is a large emissions event, the decision to actually burn 30% of the token supply at Burning Cat was also entirely decided by the DAO, along with many, many other things. From work group budgets to product design decisions and much more. So when you stake with Jupiter, you get something that you don't get elsewhere, which is an actual voice and an actual say in things that are going to happen.
We read all of your feedback like very, very carefully. And I think like we did a round of feedback. We did like a couple of Twitter spaces.
Yep.
And yeah, we talked to all of you stakers, users, traders, and hopefully we've managed to incorporate your feedback, and you saw that in this Jupuary's outcome.
That's right. Yeah. SF is saying W's in the chat for Cash and May. Listen, I'm not going to ask for a W for myself. That's a little bit narcissistic. But if SF asks, who am I to deny it? So you can drop a little W here. So when you stake, you have actual voice and you have actual power over the leading DeFi protocol, which is quite a big deal. If that's not enough, there's also a bunch of votes coming up. So this is not something like, oh, well, I get to vote once every quarter or once every year, something like that. No. As of this moment, we have 8 governance votes that are ready for your review in the coming weeks and months, probably in the next 2 to 3 months. They'll have 8 votes. And every time you vote, you earn active staking rewards, ASR, which effectively is our way of embodying the J for J mentality. Can you explain the J for J mentality, May?
Jupe for Jupe. We can grow it together.
Yeah. That's all it is. We take Jupe tokens, this kind of precious resource that we have in the Jupiverse that helps align us all, and we give more of it to people that are contributing back to the ecosystem. So in the voting in ASR last year, I think it ended up being something like a 15 to 20% APY or APR on top of whatever you staked. So it's a great way to increase your allocation just for making your voice heard. And then obviously in this Jupuary, as you just saw, stakers were considered very seriously. Many people's allocations were kind of founded on top of the staking that they did. I know I've only checked one wallet for my allocation, but I think my voting and staking allocation was something like 30 to 40% of my overall allocation, right? So staking is a great way to actually be in control, to actually shape the future, and to increase your Jupe stake over time. I really highly encourage you to do it because there's a lot more that's going to happen. Right now, governance is still new, right? We're 10 months into the governance journey. As we continue on the Jupe DAO, as it continues to be the largest and most active DAO in crypto, the votes are only going to get more meaningful and more frequent as we leave more and more things into the hands of the community. So I really encourage you to stake. I will say as well, staking is going to be considered. It's for some of the carrots things that are coming as well. We'll have more details on that later. But indeed, staking is, listen, you're hearing it from me right now. I'm telling you as clearly as I can, you should stake or you might not be so happy later on. That's what I'm telling you as a fact. So that's where staking comes in. Anything else to say about staking, May?
Well, if you want to grow your Jup allocation, I highly recommend that you stake.
Yeah, it's very important to do. Let's do a little quant corner. Quant, how are we looking? Everything, all systems go? No, my quant is at a loss for words.
The quant just died.
Is the site up still, or
The quant
the
just
site is still
died.
up? Are claims processing?
People that might see zero application.
Okay.
It's not zero. It's just that something's going on.
Gotcha. All right. Very important note. See, this is why we do Quant Corner. Right now, it seems that because of the massive amount of traffic on the site, do you have numbers on how many people are hitting the site right now? We're going to get that in a second. The amount of people hitting the site is insane, and it's actually causing a few problems just in the front end. Don't worry. The backend, which actually houses how many tokens you are due, that I believe is on chain as well, if I'm not mistaken, that is still safe. If you are seeing a zero allocation right now, don't worry, it is going to be fixed. Yeah, I see John and Geraldo and a few other people seeing zero right now.
Yeah,
It's
not zero. It is not zero. It's just a display issue right now.
Correct. So you don't have to worry about that. We are invisible, or what has just gone on? My entire computer has crashed. What?
You're frozen.
We are frozen. I don't know if people can hear me. What the hell? Well, that's very odd.
We are hearing word from the devs that the allocation
Oh, we're muted this whole time.
claims. Oh, are we muted?
We are unmuted now.
Still muted. Do I say it
Folks,
again?
we are under unprecedented pressure right now. It seems even our streaming platform with 80,000
Get
people
your
plus.
act together, Cash. This is supposed to be.
What? I work at Jupiter, not at StreamYard. This is not on me. But so we have unprecedented demand. It's crushing our stream. It's crushing the site. Some people might have accidentally been seeing zero on allocations. That should be fixed now. Don't worry, that's just a front end issue. It's all saved in the back end and on chain, so nothing's going to change there. And May was giving another quick update.
Word that claims are starting to go through now. So give it some time. Don't rush. let it warm up. Let it warm up. But we're hearing word that the claims are starting to happen.
Claire's Rocker, we love you as well. And love everybody in the chat right now who's given us some patience, some kindness, some understanding, which is indeed the Jupiter way. What we're doing right now is something that's never been done in crypto, right? Something at this level, at this scale, 2 million wallets.
Someone says change the intern.
Change the intern?
Me?
You want to get rid of the intern?
Oh no!
I'm going to tell you right now. Fuck off. Intern's not going anywhere. That's we can bleep that out in the post production over here.
Save the intern.
This is the best intern, yeah. All right. Good morning from Canada. Thank you for joining. Change yourself. Yeah. Intern's not going anywhere.
Intern hat stays on.
Yeah, that's right. That is right. They might have been talking about the Twitter intern, who it seems like is rubbing a lot of people the wrong way.
I don't know. He seems like saying inshallah too.
He's got good taste. What can I say? It's a lot of fun to say. Anyway, all right. So that is why you should stake. And then there's just one other little thing I wanted to say on thinking long term. Okay. I think this is a really important piece. So I just want to make this super clear. We can make the slide a little bit smaller potentially as we go through this. Here's the thing. When you do an airdrop of this size or a claim drop of this size, when you distribute this many tokens, 700 million tokens to people, it is expected, it is natural that not everyone is going to hold on to those tokens. That some people are going to sell those tokens. I know they should not. I don't encourage that behavior. As I explained earlier, I don't think that's the right decision, but some people are going to do it anyway, right? There's inevitably going to be some kind of price impact. That is okay. That is what we are willing to take. Here's the way to think about it, right? If you are planning a party and you send out 2 million invitations and you say, hey, come join the Jupiverse party. It's going to be the best. We're going to meet all these new friends. We're going to change the world together. We're going to upskill and do all these other great things. Inevitably, if you send out 2 million invites, not everyone is going to take you up on that invite, right? And same thing in Jupuary. We're telling everybody, hey, claim, stake, start participating in governance, join the community. Not everyone is going to do it. And that is just fine, right? For 2 reasons. The first one, if you make the party mandatory, if we say, hey, you can claim, but you have to keep it and you're not allowed to sell them, that's not a good experience for anybody, right? That party's going to suck because you have a bunch of people that don't want to be there, and it's going to bring down the vibes for everybody. And it's going to dilute the energy, the intensity, and everything else that matters to make that party great. It's the same thing here with Jupiter. And second, the people that are going to be there, we know that each and every one of them believes in what we're doing and what we're trying to do together as a community.
Yeah.
And that's really important. I don't want a vanity metric that says, oh, 2 million people have just joined the Jupiverse and staked because we forced them to, right? A gift is not a gift if it comes with fine print, right?
Here.
Yeah, there we go. I'm kind of freestyling this whole thing, so hopefully this is making some sense to folks. But
Yeah.
when you think about this Jupuary, do not think, oh, what is going to happen to the price tomorrow? If you're thinking about the price in the short term, you're thinking the wrong way. It matters to everybody that the price goes up in the long term, but it's exactly that we care about, the long term. And the best way to increase the long-term value of the token and the long-term value of the community is to grow it massively. Listen, Jupiter is already one of the biggest projects in crypto, any way you measure it, right? By product usage, by community size, by community strength and intensity, by the quality of the ideas, and much, much more. But here's the truth. We're still tiny in the grand scheme of things. DeFi and crypto as a whole are still tiny. We need to get bigger. We have to grow. And if that means that some people decide not to join us, that's a price I'm willing to accept.
You lose out on all the fun.
They miss out. It's their loss, quite honestly. And I think hopefully we're going to see a lot of people. My guy Jenry says the gift that keeps on giving, and he is right. Shout out to Jenry and the BonkBot team over there.
It is, and we have like a whole spread of exciting updates coming up from the product side for Ketsambu that is just going to blow your mind.
Somebody said cash giving is free will, just like Jesus. Be a good cat or a bad cat, that choice is yours. Now listen, I want to make it super clear that I did not compare myself to Jesus. I don't want a John Lennon moment.
We heard that he's a brown guy too, so.
All right, maybe it's getting a little spicy. We're gonna have to start moving this off here. We're gonna have some problems. Yeah. But listen, the other way that you know that we really care about the long term is two facts. Number one, Miao and Xiang, two of the primary co-founders of the Jupiter protocol, are not taking a single token today. They could have unlocked today as well with everybody else, a fairly large number of tokens. They have decided not to do that. Why? Because changing the world matters a lot more than buying some fucking yacht and going down the Bosphorus, right? So they are not taking any tokens until 2027, if I'm not mistaken. 2026 or 2027. Yeah, 2027. So you know that the founders are in it for the long term. They're not looking at short-term price because they don't care about short-term price. When people have a large token allocation, they start to see their net worth go up and down, it can be a distraction from what actually matters, which is building products that people love, increasing the size of the community, and rallying people together towards a common cause. But here's the second fact. The Jupiter team as a whole has agreed unanimously to stake their entire first vest. So everyone on the Jupiter team who's been working for now nearly 5 years on this project is also not going to be selling any of their tokens. They are going to be vesting, or they're going to be staking all of their tokens as well. They could have sold. In another company, they probably would. But in this case, they're actually in it for the long haul as well.
Yeah.
So you know that the team is not dumping on you. There are no investors to be dumping on you right now. And in the long term, my quant is saying things on the side. Okay, quant is good, quant is good. And so that's how you know. So you don't just have to take it from me. We are putting our money where our mouth is, where people are actually staking and delaying cliffs for the long term. So be like the team. We're trying to build and change the world. It's not going to happen overnight, folks. Finance is somewhere between a 20 and $30 trillion industry every year. Making a big impact on that takes time. It's not going to happen in a night. And so that is what this Jupuary is all about. It's thinking at the long term first. That is the thing that matters. And to do that, we need the biggest, strongest community. Can I get an amen in the chat if you are with me? Yes.
The site is down.
The site. Well, let me get the amens first, and then you can tell me this bad news, Quant. All right. All right. We got some amens in the chat. Feeling good. So, breaking news. Breaking news. The site is blocked by who? Okay. Update. Vercel, I'm just going to name and shame them right now, have apparently blocked the site due to the enormous amount of traffic that is on there. So to the 90,000 people that are watching this right now, let me just tell you, give us a second. The devs are very much on it, working on a fix. Your allocation is not going anywhere. It will be safe. You'll have 3 months to claim. It's back again?
I don't know. It's back on.
Okay, it now appears to be back for some people. So we're still trying to figure out what exactly is going on. But that is, it is pretty intense. You have more than 30 days, Droop and Juice. You have 3 months to claim, so don't panic. And if you are going to be claiming and staking anyway, which I know you should, and you hopefully will, really does not matter to claim it and stake it right now. You can always get it later when gas fees are lower and so forth. I'll tell you the truth. I have literally not even looked at my allocation. I have only looked at one wallet to test the site. I don't even know how much I'm getting because I'm not even trying to claim and stake for another week. It just doesn't matter to me because I'm in it for the long term, and you should be too. What do you think, man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good to know.
Okay, hold on. Breaking news. Breaking quant news. It's good to go.
Yeah, I just came 3 times in a row.
Okay, YY just claimed 3 times in a row. You want to say hi, YY? Look, this is my quant. Right here. There he is. That's YY. He's been
W
able.
for YY.
Drop a little W in the chat for YY, the quant doing the work over here. Cash my G, the barber cooked you. What the fuck? That is the most hurtful thing anyone's ever said to me. God damn. Well, anyway, we'll continue on with the program here.
I think he meant it as a compliment, right? No?
I don't know. I can't understand kids these days. I'm too old for this shit. Okay, so we have the website is live. Claims are working. You can claim and stake directly. Let's start to move into taking some of the FAQs that people might have, some pressing questions from people all around the Jupiverse. So let's get into it here. First is a big one. I know a lot of people have been asking this, so we want to address it head on here. Earlier on, in some of the previous Jup rallies and planetary calls, we have talked about a Jup Mobile claim bonus. That if you claimed and staked via Jup Mobile, you'd be eligible for an additional allocation coming from that carrots category. I'm here to tell you that is not the case right now. Okay, so as you will see on the website as well, the claim and stake via Jupiter Mobile will not give you any bonus right now. We got something in store for you later on, so don't worry about that. There is going to be a Jup Mobile angle here. Jup Mobile, by the way, top 40 apps in the world. If I'm not mistaken, top 5 finance apps in America. Yeah. But top 40 apps overall. So a lot of people are starting to love it, which is awesome to see. But don't worry. You can claim on mobile. You can claim on desktop. You can claim on carrier pigeon. You can claim on, I don't know what else you might want to claim on. Anywhere else you can claim. They don't have to worry about the Jup Mobile specific thing. Now, listen, I encourage you to use Jup Mobile anyway because it's a great experience. It's super fast. Puts it right in your pocket.
I was at a salon the other day and I managed to buy Trump.
This was hours after Trump launched, by the way, just to be super clear on that. But yeah, so I think that this is an important piece for everyone to know. Your allocation, what you see right now, will not be affected by whether you change claim on mobile or not. We're going to come to that later on. Okay, very important thing. It's not going to affect. I know it's a big question that came up for a lot of people. All right, next one. I'm having issues with login and haven't received the passcode. May, you want to take this one?
Yeah, I think at the beginning, there was a lot of issues with our email providers, but we have since scaled that up for the launch, and hopefully today it has gone a lot more smoothly for you. We also noticed that some domains that are a bit more obscure might not be receiving the code. So if you're using a special email, just try a different one.
Like Proton Mail or something like that. I know there was
Proton Mail should be fine, but there are some even more obscure ones that people are using. So
like if you're using
try something
Cash's
else.
bad haircut at cashdonda.com, that wouldn't work. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, maybe. Okay. And also we extended the time that a PIN is valid to 2 hours. So if you're not receiving it in the first couple of minutes, hold on and see if the email eventually gets delivered via your provider.
First of all, thank you, Hungry Hippo. Appreciate that. Second of all, Wellness Koenig says, Jupiter, you changed my life. Listen, a lot of people's lives have been changed right now, and it's largely because they claimed, they staked, they participated in the community, they met new friends, and many good things follow from that. Hopefully, that'll happen to you. All right. All right. The next one is Sybil and bot appeals. This is one of the main concerns that people had in the community when we went through the DAO voting process was, hey, it's really important that this Jup ends up in hands of real human beings who are going to be able to contribute their time, their energy, their passion to the Jupiverse. That was a critical piece. And so as a result, we had to make sure that Sybils and bots were not included. And so a lot of work was done on that back end to make sure that didn't happen. May, do you want to talk briefly about it?
Yeah, so I think Ricardo did a lot of work in bringing down the Sybil numbers. Yoda also did a lot of analysis on the types of transactions that we are looking at and clearing out any of the funky ones. But however, because of the scale of wallets that we're dealing with this year and how aggressively we went on the Sybils and bots, it is possible that we have made a mistake and you are labeled as a Sybil or a bot by accident. So if you are labeled as one, you will see it show up on your dashboard, and an appeal section will open up for you after January 27th, where you can submit an appeal. So don't worry about giving us a ticket now. Just hold on for a bit, and you can appeal directly via your dashboard later.
That's right. That's right. Somebody fired said in the chat, please FUD Cash so that I get a lower price. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you want to do. Kingpin asked, please answer, where can we check our staked though? You can go to vote.jup.ag to see how much Jupiter you have staked. That would be the place. I appreciate all the love for my haircut now after that one guy made me feel bad. It's funny. There could be 1,000 nice comments, and I only see the one about my
Kev
haircut.
seeking sympathy on screen.
Okay. What about Ape? Asks Phase Rugpool. Don't know about that title.
Yeah.
Ape is coming. So as Joe Doe mentioned on Twitter, people should go follow Joe. He's a great guy. Tweets a lot of great stuff. The Ape claim will be coming. It's a little bit tricky to do because the snapshot for Jupuary as a whole was on November 2nd. And Ape, I think, launched, I don't know, maybe
Somewhere in like October. So if we
Yeah.
went with the November 2nd snapshot, it means like very little of you would qualify. And also Ape uses like a vault, and we had to map that ATA to like a user key that you can claim it.
Yeah, so there's some additional technical work that has to happen there because it's actually a vault, not your regular wallet. And there's some work that needs to be done to figure out how do we, in the best way possible, appreciate and invite those Ape users into the Jupiverse as well. So we should have an update on that, hopefully in the next week or two, but don't worry, there will be some tokens set aside for Ape users as well. Phase Rug Pull, there you go. You're very welcome, Shaden. Okay, people were saying that the claim failed. Indeed, it's going to be in some trouble, as I've been saying this whole call, because we have millions of it. My quant is saying that it's right. The chat is arguing with the quant right now. Now, I don't want to get in the middle of the chat and the quant. So people, if you have problems, please at quant, don't at cash in the chat here.
Yeah, there's a suggestion.
There's a suggestion that you should be promoted to full-time. You seem
There's
to know
a
what you're doing.
suggestion from Twitter that says like we should put in a response in the UI when it's a 504 gateway timeout so that people know that the allocations are just like off at the moment when it's like an API related issue.
Very strange. So yeah, people, you should be able to just take a breath and make sure that things are working. The systems are very intense right now. The systems are up according to my quant, so it should be working. I can see Rotis was claimed, staked, done. If you've been able to claim, can you just drop in the chat claim in all caps so that we can get a sense of how many people have been doing that? Somebody asked for the quant's favorite food. What's your favorite food?
Someone said put the quant on the camera. He needs to be stressed too.
Claimed Fadaka saying it, Polo Kid saying it. Shady said staked and claimed. Oh, and I'm seeing a bunch of claims coming through.
People are claiming. I guess.
Many people are claiming. It is
Thanks
indeed
for
working.
getting them out.
Yeah, my guy Ashen claimed, 111 claimed, Nick claimed, and hopefully everybody claimed and staked as well. Claimed on multiple wallets.
Okay,
Excellent.
see you.
Cool. So
You guys are just not saying anything.
yeah, it's good. Yeah, keep the vibes high here, please. There we go. Claimed and staked. That's what we like to see. So if going back to the Sybils and bot issues, this was a key focus for us. But when you're looking at more than 10 million wallets and you're trying to look only at on-chain where you can't really read intent, you're just seeing numbers and letters and these random keys and so on, sometimes, inevitably, some folks are going to be mistakenly labeled or accidentally labeled as a Sybil or bot. So this might have happened to you. I know it's happened to some people. My mentions are filled with people saying this. Don't worry. If you are a real person, there is going to be an appeals process that goes live on January 27th. I cannot stress this enough. Do not submit a ticket now. If you submit a ticket now, it will be shut. It will not get a response. And you're going to make it harder for everybody else. So please do not submit a ticket now. Directly within the Jupiverse profile, you'll be able to file an appeal. We'll get to it over there. So don't worry about that one.
We've got you. We've got you. Just give us some time.
That's right. Claimed all 9 wallets. Y'all the GOAT. Dread Pirate Roberts, you're the GOAT. We are the cats. Okay. Next up, what about good cats? We talked about this. We talked about this. You saw the one I saw?
Yeah, I think we can skip this one. Done.
Good cats, we've already talked about. Goodcats.jup.ag. It's also, I believe, within the Jupiverse profile. You can just apply over there. My wallet was compromised. This was a sad one. This one, quite honestly, was a difficult one internally for us to figure out what to do. Wallets were compromised. What should they do? May, do you want to tell them?
Yeah, if you've already linked your wallet successfully on your profile, you don't have to worry because you would have to log in on the UI via your email in order to claim it. So that is safe. If you manage to link it already, just hold on for a while. We're working on a feature that lets you claim and stake your Jup to a different wallet, a safe wallet. So if you don't claim now, just wait for 2 weeks or so. You'll be able to claim to a safe wallet.
We hope so.
However, if the hacker has already linked your wallet and you're not able to link yours, we highly recommend that you sign and forgo the allocation on jupuary.jup.ag/compromise, because if someone else has linked your wallet, they will be able to get it ahead of you.
Broski has a question here. May I have a couple of wallets which weren't labeled as Sybils, but have a lot of volume, but are not eligible for anything? Can you clarify? Do we have a slide on swap score? No, we'll talk about that right now.
Yeah,
So
it's hard to know until we see your wallet. So if you open a ticket in Discord and you tag me, I'll take a look.
May,
so-
that's why we say pray for May, because she's going very intense here. Let me make something a little bit clear to everybody, though, which is that A, the quants are too loud. The second thing is
I'm
that
very distracted now. I hear them talking about like the site and the stuff they're
yeah.
fixing.
The second thing is that it's not just about your raw volume. A lot of the third-party checkers that are out there, Dune dashboards and so on, they dramatically gave people the wrong idea because they only looked at raw volume, and even worse, they oftentimes double or triple counted volume in individual transactions where there was an additional hop. Remember, the way Jupyter routing works is it finds you the best price every single time. And the way it does that is by switching between tokens on the back end so that you can get the best price. It'll route through multiple liquidity pools. The Dune dashboards and other third-party providers were oftentimes counting each one of those hops as a unique trade. And so you might do a trade for $1,000. They got split up into 2 routes or 2 hops, and then it would count as $2,000 in the Dune dashboard. So if you think you have a lot of volume because you looked at the Dune dashboards, I would say take that with a grain of salt. The second reason is we didn't just look at volume. We created a swap score where not all volume was built the same. So if you were doing regular trading activity, that counted. But if you were doing swaps between stables from USDC to USDT, that was put onto a heavy discount because that was activity that was largely done by farmers and largely did not have any real trading risk in it. We also discounted pretty heavily any swaps between SOL and other types of SOL. So from SOL to Jup SOL, for example, because again, not really a trading activity as such. It's reduced risk and so on and so forth. So the swap score that we have is a little bit different than others. There's also a few other criteria here. Small swaps under $5, we're not count under $5 or $10.
Under $5.
Small swaps under $5, we're not counted.
Circular transactions are not counted.
Circular transactions were not counted. Some types of arbitrage transactions were not counted. If you had very many failed transactions, like more than a 50% failure rate on transactions because you were using bots or whatever else, those were not counted. So there's a bunch of things that went into it. So I would not just look at your volume elsewhere.
And all of that is available on the FAQ.
Oh, no, that is available on the FAQ. Broski, my guy, I see you at every call. I see you on Twitter. I see you in the Discord sometimes as well. Appreciate the question. Appreciate the support. All right. Before we go on, let's talk about a few more questions here. Somebody asked, Crypto asked, how do I stake Jupyter? Oh, what a great question.
Go to vote.jup.ag.
Or I'll make it even easier. May wants you to take the scenic route. I'm going to tell you how to take the fast route, which is when you claim your tokens, there's a big button that says claim and stake. You just click on that and it'll do all of that right at once for you, so you don't have to go anywhere else. Just takes a few seconds. And again, I've said it before, but now we're past, how many more people do we have now? Now we're at 105,000 live viewers. So let me say for anyone that missed it before, you should really stake your tokens. I could not tell you this any more clearly. Don't be mad at me in a few days, weeks, or months when you see everybody else that's staked having a great time, earning ASR, participating in governance, potentially getting some carrots and things of that nature, and you didn't get any. So you should definitely stake because that is what this Jupuary is all about. How long to unstake? There's a 30-day cooldown period for unstaking. My guy, Mattia, shout out to Super Team Balkan saying, listen to cash fellas. Shout out to Mattia. Handsome guy, incredible dev, incredible community leader. Okay, so let's see. Any other questions here? Better stake in one wallet or just claim and stake in eligible wallets? Totally up to you. We do it purely linearly. So for example, this past Jupuary where we rewarded stakers, we did purely linearly. So there was no benefit to having multiple wallets or one wallet. And when you vote, your voting power does not increase or decrease. It's again, fully linear. So split it up if you like, keep it all in the same one. I personally keep it most of mine in the same one because that way I don't have to check, 10 different wallets and vote on each of them, but it's entirely up to you. I would encourage just for simplicity right now, just claim and stake with the wallet that you claimed with. That is going to be the easiest way to go about it. Let's see. Okay, my account was flagged as a Sybil. What's up with that? Again, if there was certain on-chain behavior that led us to believe that you are not a normal human doing normal human trading, you would have been marked as a Sybil. You'll have a chance to appeal January 27th and beyond. Bossman says, can't link my wallet, saying not enough trades. Indeed, in order to be eligible for Jupuary this year, you needed to trade in at least 3 weeks. We did this to eliminate the burner wallets. A lot of people, for security purposes, will create a wallet for a single large-scale transaction or two transactions and then never use it again. Those are not the kind of people that we want as a part of the Jupiverse, not because that they're bad, but because more than likely they have another wallet that is their primary, and that wallet they just use for one-off specific purposes. So if you didn't trade in at least 3 weeks, you wouldn't have been eligible. And if your volume didn't meet the minimum qualifying criteria, which on the swap score side was 500, I think, what was it? Yeah. Then you also would not be included. So you need to have some amount of trading over the course of the year in order to do it. Is there a difference if we claim from the Jupiter app as exiled? No, there's no difference right now. I think it's easier, but it's up to you. You don't have to claim on website. You can choose. Somebody said it's tough using Jupiter Mobile for Canada. Yeah, we're working on the licenses to make it easier to on-ramp everywhere. Appreciate everyone's patience there. For staking, are we okay to claim on other wallets and move to stake on only one? Don't want to get penalized for any future Jupiter plans. The best thing you can do, the safest thing you can do, is claim and stake directly to that wallet. That's the best thing that you can do. There might be things that we can do in the future by looking at your Jupiterverse profile, which wallets you connected, that might help. But just to be, if you want to be absolutely safe, then I'd say claim and stake to the same wallet. That'd be my advice. But of course, you can do what you like. As long as the wallets are all connected in your Jupiterverse profile, in theory, there's something that we could do in the future, but I don't want to make any promises. My quants are laughing when I said that, which means that maybe it's harder than I think it is to do that. So, okay, let's see. Other questions here. Does Phantom or Soulflare work? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, they work. And in fact, if you are a regular Phantom or Soulflare user, or BonkBot, or Trojan, or basically any DeFi app, you're also using the Jupiter API under the scenes. And so you probably are going to be eligible for a Jupuary allocation based on your trading activity within those other apps. Don't forget, Jupiter, the most integrated app in DeFi. So everybody, not everybody, but almost everybody uses the Jupiter API for trades, so you can claim with anything. Where do I see my stake tokens? And how can I add staking and more? How much percentage? Where can I see all this? Vote.jup.ag is where you can see everything along with all upcoming votes. If you have the mobile app, we'll notify you for upcoming votes. You can also give us your email over on that page in order to be notified when new votes come up, so you can earn ASR.
To add the link on the site, because we've gotten a couple of questions already about like where do they find this vote.jup.ag site.
Quant?
Put it in.
Put it in. We have the 2 calls to action. Did we put those 2 calls to actions at the bottom yet? Use Jupiter, stake your Jup.
Yeah, put the vote.jup.ag link on the staking section.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, look at that. Live feedback. The quant making it happen. One of our 2 quants. Once allocated, what do you do next? You claim and stake your Jup. That's what you do next. Let's see. Other questions. Let's just do a free flow kind of question here, right? It said the Jup Mobile, it was said the Jup Mobile used for claim and stake will give extra Jup. Has this changed, TK? It has indeed changed. We talked about this earlier in the call, but I appreciate that now we have 110,000 people in here. Maybe not everyone heard us say that. You do not have to claim and stake via Jup Mobile. We're going to be using carrots going forward in the coming days, weeks, and months to incentivize and help people kind of claim and move their stake and start to use Jupiter Mobile. You don't have to right now. That has indeed changed. FaZe Rugpull asking the same question. I actually answered that question already. That Ape was, I actually answered it from FaZe Rugpull, which makes me feel like he's not really listening. So let's go on to the next one. But yes, Ape is going to be considered.
Trying to slip questions.
But yes, it will work fairly well. I see my guy Herbal in the backside. All right. How do I unlink wallets from profiles? I don't have access to my email anymore. This is why we say make sure that you use an email that you have access to in the future. Unfortunately, you're going to have to open up a support ticket. I can promise you right now, I haven't even looked. Quants, do we know how many support tickets have been opened already? It's still closed for right now, so just give us a little patience. Check the FAQs. Once they open up again, you will be able to file a support ticket. You'll have to give us some time because there's going to be thousands and thousands of different things that come up. So just make sure to reach out. We'll be able to hopefully to fix that out. People are going to make the quants work overtime tonight. So get that Red Bull, boys. All right. Other questions. Is the 30% Jup burn happening today? No, it is not. It is going to be happening on Sunday at about 8 p.m. local Turkish time. So anyone who does not know, because again, we have a lot of new viewers here, a lot of new people in the community, in order to increase certainty for the community as a whole. There were some comments and some feedback that we got from stakers and voters and others that, hey, there's a lot of supply still left that hasn't been emitted yet. What can we do with that? It makes us, we're just unsure what the future is going to hold. How is it going to be given out? What is the process for it? How much of it's going to come on time, come on the market at the same time, etc. So to increase certainty for everybody, we are hosting Burning Cat, which I'm going to be honest is going to blow your goddamn minds when you see it, because just as a spectacle, it's incredible. We have this 25-foot tall metal cat statue that breathes fire. It's nuts. But anyway.
Fire. Like
it actually exudes fire from all of its pores is the truth of it. It's insane. Shout out to the whole team that's put that together. But in any case, at Burning Cat, that is where we're going to remove, delete, burn, whatever language you want to use, 30% of the entire token supply of Jupiter. 50% from the team, 50% from the community. And just take a second to think about how insane that is. That the team and the community willingly are burning their own tokens to increase certainty for the market and for the community as a whole. That is what PPP looks like. That is how you help ensure that everybody is able to win. You can never tell if the quants are laughing at what I'm saying or at other things. Over here. Okay, they're on a call. All
We
right.
have a full like war room of like 30 people on the call right now.
Yeah, can we show this? Can we show this? There are 30 people. The devs, people asking, can the devs do something? Let me tell you,
They
literally
are.
every dev we have is doing something right now, making that happen.
Like everyone is in the chat.
All right.
It's chaos.
I'm considered a shrimp. How much Jupe does the average user stake? Is there a minimum you can stake? I think the minimum is 10 to be
There's
included
no
in this.
minimum, but we recommend that you stake something like 10.
Yeah, 10 is probably a good place to start. But hey, stake 1 if you have it. There's no reason not to make your voice heard. And if you start with 1, with ASR and other rewards, over time you'll get more. And that's,
That's
you know, everybody starts somewhere. That's the key thing to appreciate here. Let's see, other questions. How much does the average user stake? Actually, I don't know the answer to that. Do you know?
I don't know the
Quants?
average.
How much does the average user stake? We don't know. Okay, no.
I do know.
Average stake, yeah. Do you know? Okay, the quants say some, but we don't know exactly how much. 90 days to claim, folks. Please do not worry. Andrew said, claim my 4 wallets. Great work, team. Flying out tonight for our Guts Done
See you.
Excited to see you, my guy. Let's see. Any other questions, comments? You guys are simply amazing. Francis,
Thank you.
you're going to make a brown man blush. Claimed and stake says Numkai. There we go. Let's see. Other questions. Oh, this is actually really important. Renus asked, is the 30% burn mean that 30% of my staked Jupe will gone? Absolutely not. Your Jupe, once you have it, is fully yours. This is the beauty of crypto, right? You own your assets. You're in complete control at all times, including when you stake. The 30% that's going to be burned is from the tokens that have not yet been emitted. Because so right now there's a bunch of tokens that are not a part of the circulating supply. That is where we're going to burn 30%. 3 billion tokens will come from that. So that's a separate thing. You don't have to worry.
Someone asked if you can pan the camera so they can see around and see the quants.
You want to see the quants? I don't know. They're going to make me look bad. These quants are handsome devils. I don't know. Yeah, let's show you the quants. Let's show the quants.
Oh, I forgot it's a phone now.
Yeah, it's a phone. Quants, you ready? Quants. Yeah. Quants.
Right
And then
here,
our creative
answering
quant,
your questions.
my guy Prado over here, always making things work in general. So those are the quants. Prado, if you don't mind, just getting the camera set up again.
You asked, we delivered.
You asked, yeah, this is what we do here. Cash and May, great work. Very thankful. Nubkai, we're very thankful for you. Oh, heck yeah, says Melissa. Don't burn, give me that amount, says Whisk. Okay, probably not going to do that. Natanica says, can't find the claim and stake button. I made a video, excuse me. I made a video that's on the Jupuary site when you first land on your Jupiverse profile. It's about 2 or 3 minutes long. Watch that. You'll see exactly where you need to click every step of the way. It'll walk you right through it. Can someone answer my question? I staked my, shit, it's moving too fast. Well, sorry, I can't. I've lost it now. There we go. I claimed my tokens, but the blockchain says it was moved to a locked. Indeed. So when you stake your tokens, what you're effectively doing is locking them up. That is what gives you the governance power to start to vote and start to earn ASR active staking rewards. They're still yours. Only you will be able to move them. We cannot. That's up to you. And so don't worry. Those are still fully yours, but indeed, they're not going to show up in your wallet. They'll now show up over there instead. Some other questions in there that we won't get to. Let's see. Has anyone claimed Jupe? Yes. Many people. Many people. Can we get a live update on how much additional Jupe has been staked? Yeah, but if we look at the website, perhaps it'll show us. Yeah. Quants are working on it.
It's lagging a little.
Oh, it's lagging just because of the intense amount. Maybe can we look on chain? Surely it's somewhere on chain, right? We'll see. The quants are working on it. The quants are working on it right now. And if they don't get it, I'm going to shame them. So hopefully they will be getting it very soon. My expectation is certainly that millions and millions, hopefully tens of millions, hopefully more than that, has been staked. Hopefully we'll get a live count up pretty soon. When is the next voting in ASR rewards? Asked Crypto. How much do I need to stake to get rewarded? Any amount of stake will be rewarded if you vote. That's the critical thing. You have to actively vote.
I think we have something like, what, 8 votes coming up soon?
We have 8 votes coming up soon. It's pretty insane.
Yeah.
A lot of them, some of them are very fun. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm worried about one of the fun votes.
Life-changing.
Life-changing for a certain cat on the team. But then there's also going to be things like product design decisions. There's going to be future emission schedules that are going to be voted on. There's going to be working group budgets and many, many more. Why the F is staking locked up for 30 days, dude? Asked Yuka. This is the way that we know that people are long-term aligned and that they're not just in it to quickly flip it. And those are the people that we want to have their opinions on. I don't want the opinions of people that are just trying to flip Jup tokens every other day influencing the future of the protocol. I want people that at least have 30 days worth of trust and 30 days worth of alignment to have say over what we're doing. So this is just about aligning people properly. This is in many ways the Jupiter superpower, I will say. And I'll give special credit to my guy Meow, the big cat. I think he's particularly good at this, and this is a very important design decision. Cora says Jupiter to $50. I almost said something. I almost quoted the intern by saying inshallah, but I have no idea how it's going to work. Jerome Powell, and I assume it is the real Jerome Powell because he has what looks like to be a Milady or a Retardio thing there. How do carrots work? Carrots are ongoing programs to help incentivize more people, to help kind of compel or encourage more people to claim, stake, use Jupiter products. That's going to be spread out over the course of the year by community demand. This was exactly one of the things that the community had great feedback on. Said, hey, if we're approving 700 million to grow the Jupiverse, maybe the best way is not to give it away all at once and rather to use it over time so that there's this continuous trickle, right? This is the big moment. This is the big shebang. But then we're going to keep that boulder rolling. We're going to keep growing momentum over time. Let's see. Other questions. Let's see. Somebody says, I claimed through all my wallets through Jup Mobile. It says it's claimed, but I didn't get any Jup. If you claimed and staked, it's not going to show up in your portfolio in the wallet right now. It will in the future when we continue to improve the mobile app. But right now, if you claimed and staked, they're going to be showing up in the staking program. You can go to vote.jup.ag to see your tokens that are there. Let's see. Other questions here. If I don't stake, I will receive carrots as well. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe not. That's all I'll say right now. We're not. The carrots will be used for a bunch of different things. It's not going to be just one thing. But so I think certainly some of them will be reserved for stakers. Others may or may not be. So we'll find out over time. Terry Jones says, claim my wallets. Great success. That's my Borat impression. How was that? Do people even know who Borat is now? I don't know how if everyone who's watching this is too young.
Boomer.
Yeah, I literally have my first gray hairs because of this whole thing. Okay, I'll claim and stake in a couple days. I'm in absolutely no rush, says Just Lost. Thank you, Meow, and everyone in Jupiter for making this possible. Let me make this super clear. It is only because of the community that this is possible. You can tell me how I said that. I think he believes the same thing. The team is a small part of the overall Jupiverse. The Jupiverse also includes all the DAO stakers, the users, the work groups, and all the partners that we have out there as well. They're helping push forward this decentralized future. So a lot of things happening over here. Bonkbot is one of those partners, and they're saying very nice. Shout out to my boomer Bonkbot friends over here. Bonkbot, great product. Perfect claim experience, says Mafuse. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Mafuse. Thank you. Cash say hell yeah, Jupiter, Ukraine. I'm gonna drop a little hell yeah. We have a group with all the regional pages where that's the only thing that I say. Cash Yinzer Millennial confirmed. Shout out to my Pittsburghers out there. Cash, is that a Tangem ring that you're wearing? No, this is a Kudus ring. Very cool Solana project. Shout out to Edison and the boys. Let's see. Site went down. Claimed and staked successfully, says SpiderX. Shout out to SpiderX. Question, when are the coins getting burned? Asked Wyomar. That's going to be on Sunday, January 26th, around 8 p.m. That's going to be a lot of fun. Hell yeah, Jupiter Indonesia. Yeah, that's right.
So cool to see all these regional Jupiter pages coming out. People just translating.
I love it. It's Gray Ass Cash. Are you single? Let me tell you this. If there's only one thing you need to know about me, is that I'm a happily married man. Shout out to my wife, who I know is not watching this right now, and my child at home, who I love very much. And I miss very much.
Cash takes up photos of his daughter, and he's like, "Look at her, she's so cute." He shows everyone.
I'm a very cliched guy, and I love my wife and my kid very much. AP says, "I love you, Chads and Chadettes." AP, that love is both ways. Shout out to Cash's wife, ZK. Shout out to ZK, Super Team Germany's Zupa team in the building. Let's see, what else do we have here? Any other questions over here? Paul Sanj asking again, no extra bonus for claiming through Jupiter Mobile right now. That will be revealed in the coming weeks. So don't worry, you can claim on desktop, you can claim on mobile. Don't worry, you claim anywhere you like. How many requests did the site hit at max load? Quant? Do we know how many hits the site had? The max load?
Oh, I know. I can find it.
The 10 million new Jup has been staked?
Yeah, I think so.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think more.
I think it's probably more than that.
Lagging.
But yeah. Let's see. I think it might be lagging a little bit. So as of a little while ago, it was probably 10 million. Let's see. Where else? Are you going to look up how many hits the site
I
got?
was, but then this screen will be blocked.
That's okay. I'll have it on mine. Folks, we have not one, not two, but 3 quants in the building. The 9-year-old intern, also a quant, apparently.
Emergency con.
Zero Antidote asks, do we get vote notifications on the app? Yes, you do. This is why I highly recommend you to download Jupiter Mobile. Well, there's many reasons. Let me tell you. It's fast as fuck. Oh, I don't know if I should swear. It is the fastest swap experience that you can get. And if you really trade, you know that speed matters. Number 2, it is free, which is pretty good. A lot of those other wallets, I don't want to name any names, are not free. They're charging anywhere from 1+%. Jupiter Mobile charges you nothing. That means you keep more tokens and you get a better price. And 3, it keeps you connected to the Jupiverse. So you'll get notifications about votes and other things as they come through. I know that, like I said, we were number 5 in the finance apps in the last few days, number 40 overall for all apps. I want to see those numbers keep going up because Jupiter Mobile is the best mobile trading experience, bar none. Let's see. Do the dev team plan any more airdrops? So there will be at least one more happening in January of 2026 because the DAO approved not 1 but 2 Jupuaries in the last vote. And it'll be clear why at Catdets that was so important
80,
to us here.
what is it? Something like 89.89 million hits.
89 million hits on the site?
Looks like it.
In what time period?
In what time period?
Let's see. Is this just all time? Oh, no, this is just in the last 24 hours?
Yeah.
There were 89 million hits on the website in the last 24 hours?
Probably more, I think, because this is like refers.
Wow.
So yeah, that's a lot.
Okay, so yeah, somewhere on the
TLDR,
order.
a lot.
Somewhere on the order of 100 million, yes. Oh, and Dazai, shout out to Dazai, reminding me as well, for anyone that has not used Jupiter Mobile, another awesome thing about it, shout out to Aaron, Kevin, and the rest of the team for putting this together, this incredible invite flow. It's never been easier to bring your friends and family into crypto. And when you do, you can send an invite code, fully non-custodial, fully decentralized. We never touch your funds, but they can come on, claim when they download the app, and they'll have the SOL. They can start trading. And we're giving away $100,000 worth of Solana tokens randomly to people in a lucky draw. Just invite 3 friends, make sure that they're active users of the product, and then you will be able to be eligible. You'll earn a ticket for that raffle, which we're going to do at the end of the month. $100,000. All you got to do is bring your friends into crypto. That's a win-win-win. You look good. They get to start trading. You're going to get some potentially earn some money as well. Real says half of those 89 million hits was me. Okay. Jupe for Jupe says, so if we have a compromised wallet, we just chill after linking into the Jupe profile. Also, no need to claim on Jupe Mobile because you have another allocation for the user. If you have a compromised wallet, what you should do is hit the little button that says, I have a compromised wallet. Right?
If you've already successfully linked it to your profile, that allocation is safe. So you can wait for the claim and stake to another wallet function to be out because you don't want to claim it. If you claim it, like you'll be taken by the hacker who knows your key.
That's right. Somebody asked, what's the deadline for the claim? The deadline is 3 months, which would be February, March. It'd be around April 22nd or whatever day it is right
End
now.
of April.
End of April. We're going to make it the end of April. Look at this.
Yeah.
The intern just gave everybody an extra week to claim. Intern cares.
It was Soju.
Soju.
Thanks,
Okay.
Soju.
Shout out to Soju. Let's see. ASR rewards from last quarter are going to be distributed probably in early February. Hopefully the first week, maybe the second week, but don't worry, those are coming. The team has been all systems go on Jupuary. As you just heard, 89 million hits to the site just in the last 24 hours. So, there's a real engineering effort that's required for this. Airdropping 2 million wallets. That's where the full focus is. It's going to be going in. Somebody said, be careful with links that you click. Only click jupuary.jupe.ag. If you go over to the Jupiter Exchange Twitter page, you'll see it there. If you go to jupe.ag, you'll see it there. Those are the only links you should click. Dream says claimed and staked without issues via the Jupe app. That's what we love to hear. That's what we love to hear.
Do it on the go.
Chef's kiss. I mistakenly claimed to my wallet instead of automatically staking, but I did stake all immediately. Will this affect my carrots allocation? No.
Yeah.
But will it?
No.
Yeah, no, it will not. As long as you claim and then right afterwards stake, that's fine. That is good. And again, folks, there is not a specific thing to say on the carrot side right now. So more details will be revealed later. I don't want to give anyone the impression that I'm saying anything specific. I'm only saying in general that you should stake because you can participate in governance. You can earn ASR rewards, something on the order of 15 to 20% last year, increased Jupe, and potentially be eligible for carrots. Just to be super clear there. If I have all the wallets linked to my profile and I stake, do they sum up or are they divided through my wallets? We'll be looking on a wallet by wallet basis for everything, basically. So don't worry about that. The website's still working? Quant? Yeah? Okay, cool. So we should not call you Quant instead of YY. What do you think? Let's see. QQ. Yeah, QQ instead of YY. There we go. That's good. That's teamwork. What is the advantage of claiming with the Jupiter app? Well, one, it's damn easy. It looks good. It feels fun. You can do it from anywhere.
Right. If
from
you
the
get
salon.
alpha when you're in the toilet, you can continue to ape. You know?
Yeah, that's right. And it's free and fast as fuck. I keep saying that, but it's true. It is fast as fuck. It's got a DApp browser. You can explore the entire world. If you are watching this right now and you have not at least tried Jupiter Mobile, you're cheating yourself. You should go do that. It's very important. Okay, let's see. What other questions do we have in the audience? Thanks to Jupiter for a strong community and generous rewards. Thank you, RPM, for being part of it. Drewski says 3,200 Jupe. Yes, sir. Let's see, what else? The claim and stake UI trick was impressive. GG. Thank you, Null. It was not as easy as it might look, folks. There's a lot of engineering effort that went into it. Shout out to our guy, Hani, over here, who built that site mostly single-handedly with some support from Farkid and some others. Shout out to all the engineers that worked on it. Let's see. Other thing, Jupe app smooth AF. Yeah, if you use the Jupiter app, drop a little chef's kiss kind of thing over here. I don't even know how to find that. Jupe es notre machin, says Jupe France. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna drop a little. Hell yeah. I hope I didn't just hell yeah something bad.
I don't know. You managed to read it out as though you knew how to read it. So
can you ask me if I speak French? Ask me if I speak French.
Do you speak French?
Petit peu.
Oh.
I mean, just a little
What
bit.
do you say, Chad?
Yeah, that is the only French that I know is petit peu. Received 11,000 Jupe. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much that helped. I'm not with the Jupiter. I am hopefully now with Jupiter forever. I hope that was a typo. But Ben Arthur, thanks for being a loyal Jupiter user and staker. It's good to have you. We're going to be around forever. We're hopefully that you will be too. Okay, let's see. What are the votes happening? What are they about? Ask somebody in the chat. We have a few different votes that are coming up. There's a bunch of working groups that need their budgets. I am fluent in Japanese, as you can tell. There's a few different votes that are coming up. Some of them are working group budgets, like Jupe and Juice, like the catdets working group, like the accountability vote for the CWG. Other things will be around product. So some product decisions, I think particularly on mobile, what needs to happen there. Some will be just for fun. I don't want to spoil what the fun is, but it's going to get announced at Catstumble. It's going to be a lot of fun. People will love it. And a few other things. So a lot of different votes across different areas. And as I said, as the DAO continues to mature, to get bigger, more people join, we're going to see even more votes and even more meaningful votes coming out.
Someone says they really enjoyed the music video that we get after the claim.
Hey, nice. I'm very glad to hear that.
Cash insisted on it.
I was very particular to make sure that happened because I love
at
that
the very
song.
last minute, the dev was really like losing hair, trying to fix the site, and Cash was like, "This is important. You have to get it in."
I've made some real enemies over the last few days on the Jupiter team by forcing people to do some things, or not forcing, but very highly suggesting that people should do some things. But I just hear that, and it just gets me amped up every time. Okay. Looks like I cannot buy more JLP. JLP is the Jupiter liquidity provider token. You can always buy it on the market. It's just not eligible to mint directly from the perps. So sometimes when the perps pool gets full, you can't mint it right there, but you can buy it on the market if you need to.
You
that's
can buy it.
You can always buy it. Yeah, there's always liquidity for it. Claimed all and staked on all 6 wallets. New staker here. Let's fucking go, Matthew. We love to see it. If you did stake right now, drop a little I staked in the chat. Let's just show the people that staking is the default behavior because people want to be part of this community. Since they launched the Jupe mobile app, it's been the fastest and easiest way to use any Jupe products for real, says Dilly Maxi. I am now a Dilly Maxi because that's a banger truth that you said. I staked. I love Jupiter. I staked. Sean staked. Colt staked. Tranquil staked. Melissa staked. Who else staked? Noob staked. Jamai Small staked. Z-Case, of course, staked because he's a smart guy. Zach, oh, hell yeah, I staked. DMX. X gonna give it to you, and he's gonna give you the stake. George staked. Joseph staked. Yeah, do you want to be like all of these lovely people whose lives are changing, who are staking? Then you need to stake too. I promise you, it is worth it. Is meaningful governance. This is not like other governance that you've seen. And you increase your Jupe stake over time by getting ASR. So it's a win-win. It's the greatest. And I can tell you, I don't know what's going to happen to the price of the Jupiter token on a day-to-day basis. But I can tell you that the fundamentals of Jupiter on the long term exceptionally bullish. I would at the very least wait to see what is announced at Catstand Bowl. I can't give too much away or my quants will kill me. And my quants are very buff, muscular quants, interestingly so. And so I'm not going to give anything away, but I'm just telling you right now, the Catstand Bowl will be a turning point for the Jupiverse. Major things are going to be announced. You're going to want to hear it. It's going to give you a lot of confidence in the long-term vision of Jupiter. That's a fact. Claim it, stake it, vote it, work it. If anybody makes a Daft Punk remix with claim it, stake it, vote it, work it, I will personally send
Claim it, stake it, vote it.
I will personally send 100 Jupe to whoever does the best job of that.
Do I
If
get
you can go
100
make
Jupe
that.
now?
That was kind of mid. I have a sticker with your name on it right now that says "Don't be mid." Okay, I staked and deleted the unstake button. Now JR knows what's up. That's what we like to see. Listen, folks, we got 125,000 people watching right now. Hopefully, you're leaving with one very clear message. Jupuary is not about tokens. It's not a normal airdrop. It's an invitation to join this lovely community.
It's about so much more. It's about a year ahead of us, and you're gonna see everything like new product releases and all of that good stuff come up like very, very soon at Catstand.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming. As I say, folks, you're gonna definitely want to see. Will there be a live stream for Catstand Bowl? Ask the Cat Simulator. There will be not one live stream. There will be not two live streams. We're gonna have, I think, 6 live streams going on. Please pray for Sion. Shout out Sion in the chat and the tech team. We're going to be live streaming the main stage. We'll be live streaming on day 2 the unconference, and we'll also be live streaming the working group. The DAO is going to have a working group day where all the proposals are discussed, and we're going to have a live stream for the team technical deep dives for anyone out there who wants to become like these quants over here, learn a little something. You'll be able to watch those on YouTube and on Twitter. So we'll see that. Okay, let's see. Any other? Oh wow, that's just a lot of chat. Folks, I saw Dero in the chat saying scam, don't click. Do not click any links except for the ones. You can always go to jupe.ag to find the official link or the Jupiter Twitter to find the official link, okay? Demo says, thank you. I can pay my rent. Well, hopefully you'll stake it and you'll be able to pay 2 months of rent later down the line. 30% burn on Jan 26th. That is correct. So the overall supply of Jupiter tokens will go from 10 billion down to 7 billion January 26th. Buy Jupe, stake Jupe, have volume and participate in the Jupiverse. DJ Sims knows what's up. Yeah, that's my beatboxing coming out here. Boots and Catson. Chris says, Cash, please stop yapping and let the intern talk. I would love to do nothing more. May, please take it away.
Wait, what just happened? What just happened? Can we look at photos of cats now?
Why don't we do that? Why don't we look at
photos of cats? I'm not a yapper. I'll leave that to Cash.
I was a born yapper. Yeah, so let's do that right now.
Born to shit talk.
So people feeling, we talked about this. Let me present my screen again. Let me add this here somehow. Yep, there we go. Thank you very much. So we talked about how people are feeling. This is May's Shill Corner. Yay! We are, of course, here in beautiful Istanbul, Turkey. We're calling it's now been converted to Catstand. And May, you've been hard at work with the community over here.
We started a Discord channel where you can share photos of cats. It's just such a beautiful city. There are cats everywhere. I think I took photos of like 3 really cute cats. I have like a yeah. So I started there. It's been delightful to see photos of like people's cats.
It is in many ways the only thing that has kept May sane over the past few days because it has been an intense grind.
They can do no wrong. They don't care about like claims and and sites going down. They're just like chilling, enjoying life, being cute.
My guy Shirag, longtime dialer into the call, longtime community member, staked his entire allocation of 11,000 Jupe tokens. That's what we like to see. Pixelated, your allocation says 0. It is possible it's a UI bug. It's also possible that you just didn't get any allocation this year. Give it a little bit, and then we will be able to take a look. Are the sport tickets open? Quants, about to open them up? Okay, so we're going to open up the support tickets in a little bit. Listen, before you do, hold on, I gotta do my zoom in on this. I gotta zoom in for myself on this. Before you submit, before you submit your support tickets, please, for all the love of what is holy, go and read the FAQ. Right now, we're getting thousands of people reaching out with support tickets, many of which could be answered by the FAQ. Save yourself the time. Make sure that we're better able to support other cats who might need some help, whose answers are not in the FAQ. Read the FAQ before submitting a ticket. I will thank you forever. Okay, that's my little zoom up. Staked all my Jupe, 1850 Jupe. Love to see it. Marino, can't wait to see you, my friend. It's going to be a blast in Catstanbul. Important question. What if I want to claim by mobile app, but I use a ledger? I believe right now Ledger is not supported on Jupe
It
Mobile.
will be very soon.
We're
But
working
not
with
yet.
the team. So yeah, if you have a Ledger, you should claim on desktop. As a reminder for all the 125,000 people watching right now, you do not have to claim via Jupe Mobile in order to receive any carrots. The carrots will be a separate thing that happens a little while later. So don't worry about that. Okay, apparently I'm not able to connect more than one wallet to my Jupe account. This is not true for anybody else, Paul Vato. You can actually connect up to 20 wallets to your Jupe Reverse profile. So if you're having a problem with that, that is a valid reason to open a support ticket. So do open one of those. Okay, let's see. Arts Run said, I can send you my wallet. Answer me why I didn't receive an allocation. So Arts Run, there are 8 million wallets. More than 8 million wallets that did not receive any allocation. So we cannot answer each one of them, unfortunately. So I encourage you to go read the FAQ, go take a look at the qualifying limits and some of the things that we put out. That will help make it a little bit more clear about where you stand and what's going on. Okay, and let's see. Any other questions? Important question, when will the Jupe app be available for Solana Saga Mobile? We're working on it. It's a bit of a custom Android implementation because of the seed vault. So it is actively being worked on, but I can't give you a specific date right now. Okay. May blink if they don't let you go home.
What?
Blink if they don't let you go home.
Morty trying to save me.
I see some quants coming in. Oh, wait, what's going on?
Yeah, I see people moving. I think they're...
I see a lot of movement, which means everything must be working fine. No, we're very much still on stream.
Firing the case up.
Oh,
The
so
claims
this
are all
is the
sorted.
claims
The
are
claims are all
firing now.
Can we
So
see
they're
how
all
many
stepping
people
out
have
for the
claimed?
toilet break.
Is that an option? You can't see that? Okay.
train
Cash,
is
what's the
moving.
purpose of the long-term profile, Jupe profile long-term? I have a few wallets undoxed and don't want those to be known by anyone. Here's the good news. Your data is fully private and safe. We do not look at it. Never gets shared with any third parties. You don't have to worry about that. As I say, if you want to keep those wallets separate for whatever reason, just use a separate email. Just make sure you have access to that email in the future. But the Jupe profile is going to be the foundation of both the appeals process here, of Good Cats, of a lot of future communications that we do, and it's going to be used in a few other products and initiatives that are launched in the future. So that's going to be home base. That's going to be the HQ where good stuff happens. So I highly encourage people to use real emails for that one. That is it. Is there big shout out to the Jupuary airdrop. Folks, here's what I'd love you all to do, if at all possible. I want to get the whole world excited about the Jupuary airdrop. If you claimed and staked your airdrop, go ahead, post it on Twitter. You can tag me at CashDonda, tag the Jupiter Exchange, tag the 9-year-old intern. Let us know how you're feeling. We want to see it. More importantly, we want the world to see it. The Jupiter community is built different. We're bigger, we're more engaged, more active, and quite frankly, we're better looking than any other community out there. So that is what I want the world to see. Do you disagree, May?
No, I completely agree.
Okay, yeah. Mostly the community. It's other people on the other side of the camera. Okay. Listen, I think I heard Cash, I staked. Uzi said, shout out to Uzi the GOAT. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? What is the story if you have, Nilak asks, sorry if you already said this, but what is the story with the error message saying wallet is already linked?
Like, it literally means that somebody else has linked your wallet. So if it's a compromised wallet, it might be the hacker who has linked your wallet, and we recommend that you go to the withhold allocation tab.
That's right.
If not, then maybe you signed in previously with a different email. So try to think about whether you have.
That's right. That is right. Let me pin this to the profile. So this is now a big thing here. Okay. All right. I think that about does it. Should we take any more questions? I staked Waz with a Z, the legend. Good stuff. Hello from Uzbekistan. You're the best. Love to see that. Love the Uzbekis.
Jupiverse is growing.
Pixelated said, I had an allocation, but it disappeared. It's showing 0. This is a known bug for a few people. It's happening for a very small percentage of users, but if it's happening to you, just give it a day. Yeah, can I say that?
Yeah, they should already see a banner on the other side if they're part of that group. So
Okay.
if it completely disappeared and there's no notification or banner on it, it's something else.
Dolphin Crypto said, we are not bullish enough. Buy and stake more Jupe. Please put that on Twitter. Tag me, tag May, tag the Jupiter Exchange. We'll retweet a bunch of them. Let people know what's going on. Who's playing basketball in the background? I don't know. The Jupiter team is really pretty loud. It sounds
I
like.
think the boys are hungry now after fighting the bugs.
Yeah.
Now that they see the claims going through,
Yeah.
they're like starting to move.
Yeah. Let's just tell them to be quiet. Soju and gang
We are
will
working
be
over
quiet.
here.
Yes. All right.
We have no food over here. We don't want to see you guys.
Drewski
eating.
said mine said 0 before, but it came back an hour later. Indeed, that is probably the case for many folks.
Maybe the API request got blocked.
Claim was smooth. Son loved the cat video after the claim. Do not clip that. Do not clip that. Quants, you are my new ops. I won't forget this. Shout out to the Quants. Drop a little W for the Quants in the chat here.
W for the corn.
Making things happen.
Hardest working
Making
cats
things happen.
today,
Big shout out to Honey in particular, who
who
has
has not
spending.
slept in 3 days.
He's really been working hard on this. He got the production environment variables right. He's a great dude. And get this, he's got the voice of an angel. He's going to be singing at Catstanbul during the talent show. So you can give the Quant some love in real life. The W's are flowing in, by the way, boys, on the chat. They very much like the Quants. Okay. I think that about does it. If there are any other questions, we'll take them now. Otherwise, we can start to wrap this one up. We've been going for nearly an hour and a half, May.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Excited.
Excited?
It's crazy. Like good energy. People are all around. Catstanbul is gonna start. I feel like it's the start of a new chapter, a new cat year, perhaps.
Oh, calendar, cat 0.
Gregorian calendar, lunar calendar, and cat calendar.
The most important calendar of them all. Folks,
The cat calendar.
do remember to watch out for all the major announcements from Catstanbul. You will see for yourself how the Jupiter team is thinking long term. We're going to talk a lot about the token itself and what the future of the token is. Spoiler alert, you're going to love it. You're going to want to check that out as well. And in the meantime, follow Jupiter on Twitter. Make sure that you create your Jupiterverse profile. Take your time claiming. You don't have to do it right now. You got 3 months to do it. And many other things are happening. Great work on the Jupe job. Cathartic, says Uzi.
Let
with
all
the
the cat
wordplay.
memes come in, man.
We love the cats.
Jupe is the best.
Link to the music video. It's over on the Jupiter Exchange YouTube channel. Go subscribe. Go check it out over there. It's called the unofficial Cadet theme song. We have one more guy coming. Should we get him on camera?
Oh, look.
Do you want to come on?
Come here.
You want to come on?
Huh?
I got 128,000 people that want to see.
Huh?
Come on here. Come in here.
Huh?
Bring more of the team. Bring the whole team over here. Bring the whole team over here. We're going to say hi to everybody.
Get everyone
This
on
right
camera.
here. Nope, that's the wrong way. There we go. This is my guy, Xiang Zhu, co-founder of Jupiter. The king of Perps. He woke
He
up
said,
like
I just
this.
woke up.
He woke up like this.
Oh, I think so.
Flux is on her computer, I think. Yeah, Xiang, come in here. Get everybody in here. Come on, get in. All right, Xiang, co-founder of Jupiter. Moving on next.
Catstanbul queen.
Xiang, the
Oh,
queen of Catstanbul, doing some great stuff. We'll see. We'll get some more people on here. Get on here. Folks, this is a big time Jupiter team only. We're live streaming right now. Random people trying to come on the stream in front of 130,000 people for some reason. Soju, as we know, over here. The man doing a little heart
How dare you
emoji.
shove him away? Bring him on screen.
All right, come on screen and they send everyone on. Quickly. We're doing this for 10 more seconds and then we're going to stop. So we have some other folks. There's been a massive effort by dozens and dozens of people on the Jupiter team to bring you this Jupuary for it to work flawlessly here. You can see some more of them over here. People coming in. The teams, we'll get the Quants here as well. Get in. The Quants, are we coming in? Yeah.
How many histories?
How many people can you squeeze?
This is just a small
Photo op.
portion of the team. Yeah, there we
Come
go.
here,
We can
come
zoom
here.
out.
Get it fit in here.
Folks, this is just a small portion of the team over here, but it's these people
Get
here
in here,
and
Henry.
many more.
Get in here. Cash was just being mean
Dozens
to you.
more.
Come in.
It's supposed to be Jupiter
You were like,
people.
get out.
Yeah, it's a Jupiter people. Anyway, there are many dozens of people that have helped put this together. This is just a small number of them right
There are a
here.
lot more people.
And not shown
over
here,
there.
not shown here are the thousands, the hundreds of thousands of community
Come here,
members
come
that
here.
make
Come
Jupiter
in.
so great. Folks, we want you to join us. We want to build the future of finance in a decentralized way together. Let's build the giant
Get
universal
in,
market
get in.
and
Come
make
here,
good
come
things
here, come
happen.
here.
All right, folks, we're now kind of doxing some other things around the table here, but all right. From all of us over here, it's been a pleasure having you. We hope you claim, we hope you stake, we hope you contribute to the Jubiverse. On the count of 3, we'll do a little J for J as we get out of
J
here.
for J.
1, 2, 3.
J for
J for
J.
J, everybody. Bye.